Cyprus football, the passion and thrill. The passion and thrill. The stadium's roar, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill. The teams are ready, the battles will start. The battles will start with dreams of glory, they'll play with heart.
Brum, Kalimera, Kalispera, whatever time you are watching. This is a Mappa. You'll notice that unlike the normal presentation that we have, it's just my small face in big on its screen by itself. That is because Mr. Stel Stiliano is currently taking a well-earned rest in Portugal, watching Sporting live in the stadiums. And I'm not completely on my own. I've got Pedro's on the ones and twos. So, you know, if there's any technical issues, we can blame him. In the meantime, hi, everybody. We've got a bunch of things to talk about. First things first is the teams have been doing great in Europe. So let's do a little recap of the game, shall we? I've got the highlights ready to go. And the first game that we've got is in Lefkosia, where the game was dead and buried after the first leg. Nevertheless, Omonia had to play out a second leg versus Aris, and they produced another professional performance, scoring another 5 goals to beat them 9-0 on aggregate. Semedo, Jovetic, Vivandro scoring twice as well. And once we get to it, Musialowski scores an absolute banger. I got to say though, with Evandro's celebrations, with his little flips, he's not quite Luar, is he? He's not giving it the whole thing, bouncing out of the stadium, you know, all the way out there. But watch out for Musialowski's goal. It is a cracker. Bosh! Look at that one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's that one. Next we go off to the capital of Poland, where AEK took a 3-goal lead to try and get to the playoff of the Europa League versus Legia. It looked like they were going to get into the game and absolutely destroy AEK. They're going 2-0 up on the day after 15 minutes. AEK managed to keep it at 2-0 until half-time. It looked like another shock was going to be on the cards as AEK came out with a better performance in the second half. And George Ivanovic got a goal back in the 52nd minute. There he is celebrating. I'm just going to hit pause because I haven't finished talking. Things got difficult for AEK in the 72nd minute when Agnali got his second red card of the season already. But AEK were able to hold on to get through to the Europa League playoff round. That's nice, isn't it? Now we go to Athens, where the other AEK were playing Aris, who put up a spirited fight. Even so, they were undone, as they normally are over the years, by bad defending. 51st minute, the deadlock was broken where Steve Iago conceded a penalty. 11 minutes later, Aris got their own penalty, which Filidaya dispatched well to equalise proceedings. So the score stayed... Oh, what happened? What's going on there? We'll stop that for now. But yes, it got to 3-3 until just before half-time in extra time. And once again, AEK kind of stepped up, got a goal just before that half-time whistle in extra time. And then that kind of ended Aris's resolve. And they conceded another goal towards the end of the game they kind of fought back for the last few moments, but it is what it is. And that means that Aris's European adventure is over for the season. And that means, and then there were three. There's one team we haven't talked about yet, though, and there's a reason why we kind of don't have the highlights to show, and that's basically because Stel was posting the videos of the goals on Instagram, and the Instagram account got banned. This is Mappa if you want to follow. But yeah, the Instagram account got banned for a couple of days because he was posting videos of the goals coming through. Now, Pafos played a game. They went over to Serbia and they got a 2-1 win against Red Star. Isn't that nice? 2-1 win. Pedro, if you want to share the screen now, we can get Pepe celebrating the penalty for the second goal. There it is. There it is. Beautiful little love heart. But first, we start off with a goal in the first minute from Stel's favourite clutch player, João Correa. And then, that basically shut the home fans up. As you know, the grounds in Serbia can be a bit hot. But, if they concede a goal in the first minute, it's kind of a bit of a shock for everybody. Pafos then went 2-0 up with Pepe scoring a penalty. But then only a few minutes later, they concede a penalty. Now, Neofidos Mihail saves the penalty. However, the rebound was scored by Bruno Duarte. But it still means that Pafos is in the driving seat for the home game in Limassol. Now, of course, all these coefficient points add up. And now Cyprus, based on the amount of games that we've won and drawn and going through the different rounds of the qualification process, it means now Cyprus, as a national federation, is now in third place in this season's rankings for an additional place in the Champions League group stages for next season. So right now, it reads England, Spain, Cyprus, Italy, Germany, and more teams after that. Who really cares though? Who really cares about those other federations? Cyprus is third. Depending on how Omonia and AEK do tomorrow as well, Cyprus might go over Spain in that as well. Now, people are going to argue, yeah, but the group stages and that's going to... It doesn't matter. Let's enjoy it. Let's put our feet up and watch as the world kind of goes, where the hell did Cyprus come from? But we know where it came from. We know. We always know. So now we go into... Oh, something's gone wrong here. We need to go to the next slide. There we go. So Aris have announced a few things. We've got a few things that have come up. So the first is the signing of Thiago Enrique from Fluminense. That's the one in the middle there with the Fluminense kit. Duh. Anyway, yeah. So this was reported by Stel on X as well. We talked about it a couple of weeks back as well on the pod. Is this 21-year-old Brazilian defensive midfielder? Now, according to Stel's source as well, Fluminense are keeping a 20% sell-on fee in the deal for Thiago Enrique. Now, we've got another one as well. They announced the signing of the Democratic Republic of Congo right back Gideon Kalulu. So Kalulu's been at FC Lorient for the last 3 seasons. Before that, he was at AC Ajaccio for 3 seasons. Prior to that, he was in the Lyon reserves for 3 seasons. So standard, he's signed a 3-year contract. I think he likes his threes, this guy. Anyway, he's played 227 first team appearances, 227 first team games with 5 goals and 7 assists. He's also played 20 times for the Democratic Republic of Congo national team. So yeah, there's a couple of pretty solid signings. You've got Kalulu is I think a big upgrade on what they had at the time at right back, and Thiago Enrique is one to keep an eye out in the future. Saying that, Gastad was supposed to be one to keep an eye out for the future, and he ended up being one to keep an eye out for now. The one on the right that we've got on screen is a bit of a strange case here. So already that shirt that player is holding is 2 seasons old now. That was the shirt that Aris were playing with when they were playing in Europe last time. Now, the player in question that's on screen is a Cameroon under-17s midfielder called Fi Akamba Collins. So this is a signing that the academy's made, and according to the Allez les Lions website, his father, Fi Joseph, has declared to anyone that will listen to him that scammers had a so-called contract signed with the Cyprus club Aris Limassol without the knowledge of Fi Akamba's parents. This contract, not validated by his parents, is null and void, and the family informs everyone that the contract has been cancelled. The young footballer must continue his training at another academy before any professional contract. Now, obviously, this has come out, so there had to be a few clarifications issued. And I think it was SuperSport basically went ahead and did that. And despite the statement from who was apparently Fi Akamba's father, Aris and the club that the Fi Akamba was at have confirmed that the youngster had already signed a 4 + 1 year contract with Aris. And it turns out that the person posing as the player's father was in fact an agent who tried to muscle in on a deal to move him to another European club instead, and tried to get the original contract that everybody had signed cancelled. So, yeah, it's a well-known tactic. If you're, one of those people that's not above board. But anyway, in the meantime, Aris is sorting out the player's visa as soon as possible so he can link up with the academy and get training. So that's all your Aris news for the time being. There we go. We can move on to the next club, which is APOEL, my team. Ooh. So, let's go with the bottom left first. And that is APOEL announcing the signing of 31-year-old Guinea-Bissau right back Nanu. Anyway, so his CV looks great if you don't look too hard. So, player with experience at Porto, Santa Clara, Beira-Mar, Samsunspor, Dallas, Estrella. These are pretty big teams. So when you kind of look at the CV, what is CV? Great CV. It's great. However, as a 31-year-old, he has 155 appearances. Now that seems a little bit low. And then you see he only played twice last season. The season before that, he played 17 times, but 12 of those were off the bench, where he played 45 minutes or less. The season before that, he played in 11 games, with 4 of them being less than 20 minutes each. So, whilst his CV, you go through the teams and you go, oh, not bad. That's not great. But, I was talking about Grape Ape the other last few weeks, months, whatever it is. But in preseason, he's been impressive. Now, Nano hasn't had a preseason yet, and the season starts next weekend. So, anyway, 27 appearances for his national team, which is Guinea-Bissau. So, Dalcio, I think, is getting his commission. Let's just say that. Anyway, also, APOEL have confirmed that Aris Limassol has been released by the club. The 24-year-old has spent his career so far at APOEL, with loans to Asil, Box, Paralimni, and last season he was at Omonia Nicosia. Now, stats-wise, he's only played 25 times for APOEL's first team, and mostly off the bench. I think there's a good player in there somewhere that's just wasted. He's wasted his potential, really. He's 24 years old now. But anyway, it looks like he'll be going to Omonia Nicosia, although there's no official confirmation from Nicosia as yet. Another guy out the door, but it's not confirmed yet, is Evauras Andoniu. So according to various rumours, whether you go on Gerkida or 24 Sports or whoever you want, you've got AEL, Aris, Anorthosi, and Omonia Nicosia, who are all looking at him. So Anorthosi and Omonia Nicosia will be looking at another loan. So I say another because he was on loan at Omonia Nicosia last season, before APOEL called him back early and played him in the first team from January onwards. AEL and Aris, it would be a full transfer. So, I think there's a few, if all those rumours are real, there's a bit of negotiation to be done by a few different teams. Now, another rumour that popped up today, so it's not on the slide we've got up, but is one being reported by fan site APOEL 1926, and that is, according to them, APOEL are apparently in advanced talks to sign 24-year-old Uruguayan attacking midfielder Matias Thomas. He's played for Bad Saragossa and Iraklis in Greece, and last season he was at FC Thun in Switzerland. FC Thun. That's pronounced correctly. Shall we go to the next slide? Hi, Pedro. How you doing? Anyway, okay. I've finished talking about APOEL now, so you can be normal again, yeah. There we go. So, Pafos have been busy enough this summer, what with David Luiz and the whole Champions League thing going on, and this comes out this week. Is that this fella that's on screen with me at the moment, Edinson Cavani? is apparently in advanced talks to join Pafos. So this is according to 24 Sports. However, once the news from 24 Sports came out, Aris Limassol, the Pafos FC press officer, came out and basically threw the rumors in the bin by asking for seriousness from journalists in Cyprus. Seriousness from journalists in Cyprus. Now, with that, Gerkida then came out like, yes, well done. We should all be serious for a second. Well done. Yes. And basically put out a statement indirectly calling 24 Sport a bunch of charlatans. So, in response, 24 Sport had to come out, and they did, with a big old statement saying what the actual details of the things they know, including Cavani wanted to learn about the hottest fishing spots in Pafos. Now, that's not euphemism. Apparently, Cavani really likes to go fishing. So, I mean, if he wants any help with that, once he comes to Cyprus, there's Pedro right here. Come to us. Come to the NC network. Our friend Pedro will be able to sort you out, Edinson. He'll be able to sort you out at the best fishing spots. Now, we still don't know whether all things going well, the transfer actually happens. But at the moment, it's a 50-50 thing. But, 50-50. He's either going to sign or he's not, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we've got we've got to talk about Agridas next, I believe.
That's all.
There he is.
I'm here. I'm home.
Oh, hello, Pedro.
How you doing?
Fishing spots for Edinson Cavani by chance?
Man, I already spoke with him. He's settled. That's it.
Settled. So he's coming.
Ah,
beautiful.
He's coming to go fishing. Now, from there on, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's a start, I guess, isn't it?
How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing fine. How are you doing?
Sorry to leave you hanging for a little while. I was basically pretending to be Superman coming home, getting out of suits and stuff.
Oh, don't worry, man. Do not worry about that at all.
Anything interesting happened?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Happened.
Like, for example?
Yeah, there a bunch of stuff happened, but things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Yeah, this is Cyprus.
Exactly. This is Mappa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're on Patreon also, aren't you?
Am I?
I'm asking.
Well, This is Mappa is on Patreon.
I'm talking about This is Mappa, that's all. I'm talking about your bald head or the other guy's bald head.
This is Mappa is on Patreon, as is NC Network. So, if you wanna, if you have a moment, guys, go over on Patreon, click a few links, have a look, and if you want to see more of my bald head or Stel's bald head or Pedro's coiffed head, then give a little bit of cash. And we'll sort you out.
Get the ball rolling. Rolling.
Yes. Now, so we finished talking about Cavani.
Yeah, next he's coming to go fishing with me, and that's it. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Take a photo while you're doing it, so we can.
Yeah, no problem. Selfie.
Yes, exactly. Now, okay, so Agridas finally went and announced all the players they've signed. They've actually forgotten one as well, but I'll go through all the ones that they actually confirmed. So we've got Gledon Bendreu is back. So that is the Albanian keeper who was there when Agritas were first promoted into the first division a few seasons back. He's since played for Makedoniakos and AEK Larnaca in Greece. They've also signed a 30-year-old Belarusian defender called Pavel Zabelin, who's played for loads of teams in former Soviet bloc countries.
Yeah.
Belarus, Russia, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan. So that's Uzbekistan. I didn't think I'd be mentioning that country, but I mentioned a load of different countries I wasn't expecting to on this podcast.
At least you said it right.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I know. Yeah. So keep an eye on him for corners because his stats are a bit weird. This is a central defender, right? And he's got 35 goals in 276 appearances.
Central defender? How many goals?
35 goals in 276 appearances. So that's like a goal every 7 or 8 games or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, he must have a massive head on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a magnet in his head and it's just for the ball. It's like John Terry. Right. So we've also got Chris Kablan, Swiss-French right back, who's been at a few teams in Switzerland, Beveren in Belgium, and Real Salt Lake City. They've also signed Benson Anang, who was previously in Cyprus at Othello's when they were last in the first division. Last season, he was at Dynamo Tbilisi. There's also a 30-year-old German central midfielder called Emanuel Taffertschufer. That is expert pronunciation. I don't want to hear no comments from anybody.
I'm not singing.
Emanuel Taffertschufer, right? Who's got experience in the third division in Germany. There's also Cyprus signing in Christos Hatsi. Of all the names to fuck up on, Christos Hagipaschalis, who's a 26-year-old central midfielder, played at Anorthosis, Aris, Asil, Box, Nea Salamina, Doxa, Othellos, and AES.
He's been around.
He's been around, yes.
Yeah.
Then we've got Yair Castro, who's back in Cyprus, the 28-year-old Colombian coming back after 2 seasons in Israel. There's a 26-year-old Nigerian Ivorian winger called Abonito, who's played in Uzbekistan, again, Russia, Belarus, Croatia, and Ukraine. They also announced Spanish winger Alberto Fernandez from Tu Omonia Tu Furious. And Jose Romo is also back in Cyprus now as well, after a couple of seasons in Greece. So as a reminder for people, he played for Olympiakos, Karnodisa, AEK, and AEL. For these last 2 seasons, he's been at Levadiagos in Greece.
Correct.
Now, they also
wished...
There is one more.
There's one more.
There is one more. They also wished happy birthday to Nikita Dubov, who was at Pafos last season. Now, make of that what you will. I have no further comment.
I have another comment, though. They're supposed to be... Yeah. I'm not about the name that you said. No, I'm not even going to bother about that. No.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be one more player on this picture.
Did we miss one?
No, because seems like he's not going to be coming to Cyprus in the end.
Who's that?
What's that for?
He's playing for Krasava.
Oh, there you go. You got a clip. I'm creating content for you. Well, he's not going to be playing for Krasava.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah,
we'll do it live. Yes, we talked about that last week. He was having some problems because of Schengen reasons and criminal proceedings that happened in a previous lifetime, which I've made my opinion very well known about.
Yep.
As have a lot of people. Now, that is Agridas done with. And also a little bit of Grasava, but that's Agridas done with. So next one, we've got another boom.
Oh my!
We've got another boom with Apollon announcing Serbian right winger Lazar Markovic. So for people, I mean, people know who he is, but just in case, he's played for teams like Partizan, Benfica, Liverpool, Fenerbahce, Sporting, Hull City, Anderlecht, Fulham, Gaziantepspor, Trabzonspor, and then last season he was at FC Banyas in the Emirates.
Yeah.
That's a cliff edge and a half, isn't it?
Definitely.
You're like
taking it downhill.
Your career's kind of
downhill,
and then it just goes. I mean, no disrespect to FC Banyas, but also a little bit of disrespect to FC Banyas. Yes. Now, one question for me is, what the hell is going on in this transfer window?
He's mad. Well, at least for many other teams, except my team.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, Ruslan is going to get a massive boner once we start talking about AEL. But anyway,
I know.
Yeah, we've still got to talk about Apollon for just a few more seconds, and that is because Gerkida originally broke the story on Lazar Markovic, but there seems to be a thing with Gerkida and 24 Sports at the moment.
Yeah.
They should just shut up and get a room and let everybody else get on with their lives. But anyway, 24 Sports came out and said, "Oh yeah, well we think Apollon are going to go for ex-Omonia winger Veljko Simic." So that could be another one in for Apollon. But considering the amount of wingers Apollon have got at the moment, the only reason they'd be bringing Simic in is kind of just to make coffees, I guess.
I think today it was debunked. Thasson.
Good. Because
I think it was debunked today, and they because they wanted something like. The story is that the Turkish team wanted 500,000,
right,
to give him.
Yeah,
and I guess Apollon didn't have that 500,000, and then they brought in the player today.
Yes. Well, they didn't have the 500,000 yet.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
We've got to wait for the official announcement of everything being okay, and we'd be able to welcome Emil Heskey to Cypriot football as well. This is what I mean. It's like somebody grabbed darts with loads of pictures of players' faces on and just went. Emil Heskey, Apollon, David Luiz, Bafo. Whatever.
He's mad.
It's crazy. Now, more craziness. We've got AEL to talk about as well.
Yeah.
And that is, so these two signings came completely out of the blue. The first one is that AEL seem to be going through the list of guests of This Is Mappa. Kind of going, that one. So they've brought back Davor Stravkovsky. They brought back Davor. Davor is back. Yes, so the defensive midfielder comes back to AEL after a 2-season stint in Motherwell, where he played 62 times. So, he comes back with a lot more experience in the SPL as well. So, he's played 2 seasons. So he's played 8 very important matches. That's Celtic and Rangers 4 times each. Anyway. Yes, so like I said, Ruslan is a very happy boy. He confirmed it on X as well when I posted about it. So they also announced Leonatel. So Natel left Pafos last season in February, and since then he was at Brazilian Serie B team Novo Horizontino and played 14 times for them.
That sounded more Russian than Brazilian.
Novo Horizontino.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Novo Horizontino. I'm getting cancelled in all countries. It's fine.
It's okay, man. It's okay. You're bold, so yeah.
Now, let's clear the slides for now because I've got a load of stuff to talk about that's not on the slides. And the first one is one for you. I think you're going to go off for a bit.
Okay.
Is this bit of Omonia transfer rumor, which is this thing that won't go away about Ryan.
Yeah.
So it seems that he's still being discussed as an option for Omonia.
Like you said, it discussed.
Yeah. So finally, the English media have gone, oh, by the way, Ryan is interesting Omonia. But it's gotten to the point now. So this is, I think, Stel went and asked some questions and found this out. But basically, while at the time, I'm just going to call him Ryan because I don't want to do the every time. It sounds like somebody saying his name in slow motion. But anyway, basically, he wasn't interested in coming to Cyprus until he realized nobody else.
No one is going to want. Well, no one is going to want him. Yeah, that's the whole point.
So
that's the whole thing, isn't it? That he didn't want. Omonia was interested, and then he didn't want to come to Cyprus. And now, how many days do we have until the closing of the window? About 10 days?
Till the 1st of September, I think.
Yeah, so 10 days, give or take. Yeah. Suddenly, he's interested again.
Yeah. So, apparently, the conditions provided by Omonia are now suitable for him. However, Henningberg is kind of turning around and going,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
So it seems to be a consensus on the NC network that Ryan May is
Well, like, yeah. For me personally. My personal opinion, you can hang me from a flagpole. It's my personal opinion. Nope. Okay. I raise my hands up.
I think we could put the whole network stamp on that. Boom. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
To be honest, since he went abroad, yeah. Clip that. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm giving you content, okay? You should realize that this is Mappa also. I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to take over, Tasso. I'm going to take over.
Okay.
I don't feel like watching bald people anymore.
I could get a wig.
You bald people are not fun.
I could get. Listen, right. We record this live at night, right, on a Wednesday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Can you see here? I've got.
It's shiny.
Yeah, exactly. That's because.
Shiny.
That's because before I come on, I get a towel and I go.
Be careful, because when you're walking in the streets of Paris at night, maybe a reflection on your bald head will turn someone into a werewolf in Paris.
Now I'm going to talk about Achna. So, two things. Achna announced the signing of Bautista Cejas, 27-year-old Argentinian attacking midfielder who has experience in his home country, Uruguay and Belgium. He has played 138 times with 12 goals and 11 assists. Now, they also announced a player being released, and that is Marios Beradikos, 25-year-old central defender. Has been at Ethnikos for 5 seasons, where he played 122 times, scoring 4. He was previously at Ayanaba. There you go. So that's that one.
Yeah.
Now, Paralimni. So it's not just Paralimni who are going to get inundated with this, but I'm pretty sure this is Mappa and myself are going to get inundated with comments from Tanzania. And that is because a few hours ago, Paralimni announced the signing of a player called Edwin Balwa, a 24-year-old Tanzanian winger with experience in Tanzania. Now, for the purposes of giving context to people about this, is I have experience with the people of Tanzania and their social media consumption, which is when a player shows up to a club who's from Tanzania, they inundate that club with messages. Like it's an avalanche. Like if you go on the Instagram and see the announcement for the player, it's just series and series and series of Tanzanian flags. And I went and I thought this was crazy when Aston Villa signed Samatta, because it was exactly the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they following their players so much?
They follow them a lot. They love the mention of Tanzania. In fact, right? Can you change the description of the YouTube video and put hashtag Tanzania in it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
watch the views go. But yes, anyway, back to the player. This is Edwin Balwa. Now, I haven't been able to find many stats on him because Transfermarkt, as I've said previously, has got a big black hole in the African leagues. However, he has played in the African version of the Champions League for Simba SC. He also played for Prisons FC beforehand. So, there's a few players he'd be getting along with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Yes. So yes, that is Tanzanian player Edwin Balwa. He also has one international cap, which he got last year. Now, Paralimni also announced the release of 21-year-old goalkeeper Theodoros Kutsu. He was at Paralimni since 2017 and played 8 times for them. And last season, he was on loan at Anahimni where he played 20 times. So there you go. That's that one. Now we've got one more team to talk about, and that's Olympiacos Lefkosias. And that's because a few hours ago again, they announced the signing of Titos Prokopiou. The 21-year-old left winger has been through the ringer already in his career.
Yep.
So after being bought by Olympiacos in Greece, following his impressive performances for Apollon under-19s in 2020, he was signed by Omonia in 2023. Didn't do much. Didn't do anything, really. He didn't play, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't play.
Yeah. And then was at Nea Salamina last season. Now he's at Olympiacos. He's had 17 first-team appearances in the Brodathima. So, yeah. He needs to kick on now. He's 21.
It's his chance this year, I think.
Yeah. He needs to take... he needs to take that bull by the horns.
Yeah. He has to take his opportunity, especially now if he manages to get a stable positioning on the starting 11, which he has a great opportunity to.
Yep.
He has to grab his opportunity if he wants to do better.
Yep, exactly. Because, Olympiacos Greek Olympiacos don't just sign anyone. There was obviously a very talented kid there, and he was playing. He was playing for the under-19s or the under-21s. He was playing
under-19s.
Yeah, he was playing for them quite consistently as well.
Yes.
So there's something there. It's just about unlocking it. Let's see. Now, we're going to talk about 2 things.
But before we talk about the 2 things,
okay,
there is one situation that I heard about today, I don't know if you've mentioned it before,
Okay,
about Anorthosi
go on.
and his interest about Mario Cilia.
Oh, okay. So it's developed.
Well, basically, more or less, is like they want him, but obviously, nothing is going to come out until Pafos finishes this story with the qualification rounds for the European Cups and all that. But the discussion is still there on the table for Mario Cilia to be leaving from Pafos and joining Anorthosi.
So, when we talked about it about a month ago, it was because Bafo were going to take Evagoras Haralambos from Anorthosi, and they were going to hand Anorthosi Mario Cilia on loan as part of the payment package. Now, I don't think Anorthosi are going to pay cash for him, are they?
No. I think if it happens, I think Mario Cilia is going to go on a free.
Okay.
I would think it makes sense that he would go on free. If Pafos lets him go, he's probably going to go on free.
Okay.
That's that's the impression I got anyway.
Okay.
But if you want, I can find out. You know me.
Yeah. We're all about breaking. We're all about breaking news here. We're breaking things all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just spoke about Anorthosi, so that kind of leads on to the thing we need to talk about next.
Yeah.
Now, this is a spicy one, so I expect the comments, whether they're live or not. I expect the comments to go a bit nuts when they talk about this. So, this is Evgenios Hamboulas versus Fenerbahce. So, for people who don't know who Hamboulas is
he another ball guy?
Yeah. Well, listen, this is Cyprus.
Yeah, look at me. Go ahead.
Wow, that's not normal. But yeah, so Hamboulas is a former Anorthosis president, so you know how good he is with money, and also a former MP who got done for embezzlement and kind of left Parliament.
Yeah.
And now he's being propped up by a far right wing party. But anyway, regardless of that, kind of pandering to the base, but also I think quite rightly so, he sent an open letter to UEFA after Fenerbahce's latest Champions League qualifier versus Feyenoord, where there was an advertising hoarding displaying "Visit North Cyprus." So, first of all, my opinion, don't do that. Don't do that. That's very, very, very disappointing to see. Now, there's a lot of rhetoric kind of politically happening at the moment on the Turkish side, which kind of makes me think, yeah, that's probably a political thing rather than the, in inverted commas, the tourist board of the occupied areas paying for that advertising hoarding. But anyway, Hamboulas wrote this open letter to UEFA, in essence decrying the fact that UEFA are keeping their mouth shut about the advert, despite going, all hogs out on their correct announcement on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza in the UEFA Super Cup game between PSG and Tottenham. So, yeah. Now, he listed off a bunch of breached articles, which in essence say, don't mix football with politics. Now, the argument here is,
he's the one that did it.
Yeah, he's the one that's mixing the football with the politics, because the argument on Fenerbahce and the Turkish FA side will be, well, it's not a political thing. It's just advertising for people to go to
on holiday.
Yeah, to go on holiday. So this is why I think this is just him pandering to the Elam base. But regardless, he's put the statement out. I feel like a few more people should have made a big deal about it, but I'm guessing nobody did at the time, which is why he's then come out with the letter going, oh, to kind of make himself more popular, I guess.
Not popular, just to come back to a
Relevant.
moment of visibility.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, exactly.
really. I mean, if they really wanted to do something about it, a whole bunch of people should have been sending a whole bunch of letters on a daily basis to many organizations and many countries.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Exactly. Now, for people outside of Cyprus who don't know the geopolitical situation, because it's happened before, people don't necessarily know what's gone on. So what I want to do is I want to relate it to current affairs. So this is basically, in essence, an advertising hoarding in CSKA Moscow Stadium, advertising "Visit Donetsk."
Go on holiday to Donetsk.
Yeah. So the only difference here is the amount of time that the occupation's been going on.
Yeah.
So more should definitely have been made out of it. It's just really crap that's the face. That's the face that's doing it.
It's an ugly mug.
It really is.
That way. It's an ugly mug.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. I don't know.
No, I don't want to elaborate more. I don't want to give him a second of my time. That's it.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. I think that draws a line under it. We've made our comments. I'll let Stel deal with all the fallback if there is any. But yeah,
let him suffer.
Exactly.
Bloody Kelly on holiday.
Yeah, he's on
Let him
holiday.
suffer.
He has to deal with it. Now, we then have to. I can't transition to this correctly, so I'm just going to be blunt. There is the last thing we've got to talk is some sad news, and this is regarding a Digenis Agridas Morpho youth player. This is 18-year-old Kajul Espinoza, who tragically lost his life in an accident in Bangladesh, his country of origin, where he had travelled for holidays. So he played for the club's under-19 youth team, was a permanent resident of Cyprus, and he died tragically in an accident while in Bangladesh. So the young man was traveling in a vehicle with two of his cousins when the crash occurred, and he was killed instantly. He was a student at Balyomedoho Ligio, from which he
the high school,
which he basically finished his studies there in June. So it's always sad when a person loses their life this way, but worse, when they're as young as he was as well. Yeah. That's a shame. So our thoughts go out to his friends, his family, and to anybody else affected by his passing. Yeah. And with that, that kind of covers everything.
But you know what? Because I don't want to close it on this note.
No, we shouldn't close it on that note.
So I want to make fun of some people.
Okay.
About the fan card.
Oh, here we go. Go on. Yes, the fan card.
Let's close it this way. Let's close it this way.
Let's do it. Let's do the fan card thing. Yes, let's do it.
Let's do the fan card thing.
Yeah.
So, should we talk also about the beginning of the championship? No. Let's just talk about the fan card. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, It came out today that obviously by the start of the championship, which is in 3 days from now, the little gizmo machines that are supposed to be used to scan the new fan card ID and be categorized or whatever you want to call it, so that it will give you permission to go in the field, in the stadium. They're not even in Cyprus. They haven't even been ordered, Faso. They're waiting for the approval from the parliament to turn it into a law so that they can use a budget to make the order of the machines. Guess what? Parliament is on holiday. They'll be coming back, I think, middle of September, something like that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yep. Now, that's the other thing, right? Because they spoke to the it's some position in the government to do with digital something or other.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They interviewed that person, and she turned around and said, "Well, it's not our fault, right? It's because Goa, the Cypriot sports organization, proposed this." So we're stuck having to deal with their proposal. So it's not our fault it doesn't work, it's theirs. So once again, the shit is about to be dripped. It's about to be dropped. It's in the bag. The bag has got a tear in it, and it's about to just go. And everybody's going, no,
Goa. Goa. Basically, they're all pointing at Goa.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone's pointing at Goa for the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't blame them. You can't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is something else. In the meantime, because the only way you can apply for this fan card is, at least if you're in Cyprus, is via the Digital Citizens app.
Digital Citizen platform. Yeah.
Yes. Now, that Digital Citizen platform is all well and good for the 400,000 people who use it, because apparently that's how many accounts there are registered on this Digital Citizen platform.
Yes.
So that's, and then after you've got your Digital Citizen ID, you can create your fan card ID very quickly from it.
It took me something like 20 seconds.
Yeah. But the problem is applying to get onto the Digital Citizen platform in the first place.
For those that are not good with technology, definitely. For those that are of an elderly age, definitely is more difficult, because they're not like youngsters like me, with their smartphones, inserting 500 characters per 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, same, something like your age people, that they can't handle technology, stuff like that. Yeah, I understand that you cannot do that. So it's okay. If you need help, I'll do it. But if you need help for your son to get a fan card, then you need to fill in documentations and send them in and get approved that, yes, I certify that this is my son and he's recognized, and blah, 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 blah.
So that means then that Giria Fodini, has she got her fan card sorted yet or not?
I don't know. Well, she probably does, because now they've said there's going to be an alternative for a fan card.
Yeah. They're finally going to have a non-online version for people over the, I can't remember what the age limit is, but there's it's either 60 or 65.
I think it's also for other reasons also. But at the end of the day, the point is that they understood that they beefed up the whole situation, and now they're going back to paper cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the Cyprus FA for once actually did the correct thing and said maybe have like a transition period until this is all sorted. And Nosferatu in his all big, like bold Dracula-looking face was like, "No, that's not legal." Blah. And then it looks like they're going to have to go back to it. Otherwise, no one's going to be able to go into the stadiums because nobody's fan cards can get scanned.
Last time I checked, Sasho, it's been a while, but last time I checked, about 40,000 fan cards were issued. It's been a while now, so I'm sure it's more than 40,000 now.
Mhm.
But last year, they had 270,000 people having fan cards. I doubt it greatly that officially, I doubt it that the number has reached even close to 55,000 this year.
Mhm. Now, Pafos have been able to sort themselves out.
Yeah.
But the way that they did it is they held workshops for people in Pafos city centre.
Yeah.
So people were going up to Pafos people, and Pafos people were doing the application for them
there
to get
there
the fan
and then.
cards.
Yeah.
Now, if there are teams that are worried about their season ticket uptake and are worried about it because of the fan card, then in theory, what you do is you help those people that you want them to get season tickets, is you help them to get the fan card in the first place, right?
It's not fair, I think, Faso. It's not fair to call it like that.
No?
I think it's not fair. I think it's not fair because, like other teams, for example, have fans in more than one cities.
Correct.
The Pafos team, I'm going to then say 98% of their fans are in Pafos.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
I will say, right, Anorthosi did a tour earlier in the summer where they went to the different towns
and villages,
in Kipro to talk about what's going on with the team.
Yeah.
There you go. You've got the fan somadia in each city, which could help to do the fan card. However, obviously, there's some fan somadia that don't agree with the fan card in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
You want another story?
Go on. We've got time.
To show what the total wreck the Cyprus football championship is.
Go on.
It has to do with the beginning of the championship and the game between Aris and Apollon in the Alpha Mega Stadium in Limassol.
Yes, correct.
Now, you're going to say, what's the problem? There's no problem. Aris is a team that doesn't have the greatest number of fans. Apollon requested, since they have a larger fan base, if Aris would be willing to give them more tickets so that they can at least take 2 stands. Mm-hmm. Aris accepted their proposition and requested it. Please give Apollon tickets for their fans to come to the stadium on the opening day of the new championship. And the Cyprus police said, nah.
No, exactly.
It's a great risk. It's a great risk.
Aris versus Apollon,
We're talking now about 2 teams that have between them 70-year history opposing each other, and never ever even spit on each other.
Yeah, never a single problem.
Never a single problem.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
well, it goes the other way as well. So FC Grasava are hosting APOEL in the Amorostos.
1,200 tickets.
They were given 1,200 tickets,
Yeah.
despite the fact that so I'm happy APOEL are getting more tickets, but despite the fact
Are you going to sell them?
that's
That's a different story, but yeah.
Well, that's exactly. But they're there, despite the fact that due to the size of the Amorostos, the attendance for away fans is restricted to 10% of the stadium's capacity because it's less than 800 tickets.
It's less than 800 tickets.
I think it's like 791
It's
or something like that.
It's close to 700.
It's close to the 800 mark anyway. But but the police have agreed to give APOEL
1,200 tickets.
the extra tickets. Now, this is despite the fact that Grasava are going to have Chebak in their team.
Yeah.
They're going to have, well, they're not going to have Safor. But, they haven't announced Petrovic yet, but they've been talking to him.
They haven't, but they are, yes.
Yeah. Quintilla is going to be sat somewhere around there. He's injured, but he's not going to play. Grasava's team this year is made up half of APOEL rejects in inverted commas.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit interesting.
But I'm going to go back to the Apollon game because that was the biggest fuck up. I'm going to call it that way because it's a fuck up from the police. So what happens at the second part of the season when it's going to be Apollon versus Aris? Isn't it going to be the same number of people going? Well, they're not going to police that because it's Apollon Aris. No one thought about it. No one mentioned that, did they?
No, they didn't. But according to the police, that is going to be a high risk game because it was also a high risk game last season.
Aris versus Apollon. For God's sakes, God give them strength, for they know not what they do. they really know not what they do.
The police last season, so this is from Loizidis, the big guy who's the union head.
If you want, I can get him as a guest on This Is Mappa.
I really don't. I really don't want him as a guest on This Is Mappa. For him to say what?
We can make fun of him. Come on.
Yeah, I'll make fun of him from here, and then you can show him it. It's fine.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he was like, there were more than 50 high-risk games last season, right? High-risk games were things like APOEL Pafos was a high-risk game, apparently.
Yeah.
Ari Pafo. Yeah.
Extremely high risk.
And Orthosi versus AEL.
That one, the Bininero. He's drinking water. That one is drinking water.
Yeah, but come on.
Did you get it though? Drinking water.
I did get it. But it's they're the ones saying they're the high risk games, and they're picking stupid games for them to be.
The aim of the police is to not have away fans. That's the aim. End of story.
Yeah, but without away fans, that bankrupts the small teams.
And not just that, but it also harms the bigger clubs.
It does harm
because many of the bigger clubs use the limited number of away game tickets as an incentive to sell season tickets, saying that the holders of season tickets have priority in buying tickets for the away games.
Yeah.
So many people that just want to watch their team, they buy a season ticket because they like football and they want to go to the away games. It's their weekend fun. Simple as that.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. There you go. A bit. We covered the whole breadth of Cypriot football. There we did.
Yeah.
We did the weird transfers. We did the European games. We did some sad news. We did some crazy news, and then we finished it with some shitty bureaucracy. That's how I thought. The only thing missing. The only thing missing is that video of the guy balancing the suvla on his head while he's dancing in the street. Yeah, he's balancing the whole fugu on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, nothing strange happened during the stream, so all is good.
All is good. There's nothing weird at all happened.
Nothing weird happened. Nothing weird
at all. Yeah.
At all.
At all. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before we sign off completely, there's the spiel that we've got to do. So remember, we've got the Twitters, X, we've got the Instagram. This is Mappa. I've got my thing, Flares Cafés. Pedro is on Twitch.
No, I'm on Twitch. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Yeah.
Nerazul.
Yeah.
Playing World of Tanks for people if they want to give him a follow and maybe give him a prime.
No.
Sub prime.
Just talk in the chat, make fun of me. That's it.
Hit a like. I don't. You like things on Twitch, right? As well, you can do that.
Anyway, you follow.
follow him, Nerazul on Twitch.
And no Choftes.
Yes, and no Choftes. Remember, everybody, there's no Choftes. It's obviously now that the season's back, it's gonna be rolling.
Yeah,
rolling.
Yeah, I don't know if that's in my favor though. Anyway,
and keep an eye out. We've got some things in the fire. Keep an eye out.
Yeah,
keep an eye out. Now, that's it from me. Is that it from you, Pedro?
Good luck to our Europeans tomorrow.
Yes, get that coefficient up. Cyprus is massive. Booyaka.
Let's go!